Okay, this is weird. Hi, welcome back. It's been 11 months.
Almost a year.
Almost a year since we did this. So, I think we should get things started. Title card.
Whoa. It's deeper than I thought. The bingo can, I mean. Does his unit have a soul?
I just read that anyway, you didn't hide it. Mass Effect 3.
I never played Mass Effect 3.
No, I know they're on the Game Pass, aren't they? Mm-hmm. But I've never played them. I think it's too spooky for me. Yeah. So how have you been? It's been 11 months.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah.
I think we've gone back into this to do, like, why do people do a podcast? I know a lot of people have ideas of making a career out of it or something, or being comedians and being a...
Life advice.
Social... No, what's the word? Influencer.
Yes,
all that bollocks.
yes.
I'm a bit more realistic. This is getting thoughts out onto digital tape.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's stuff we're interested in. That's what makes it better. Mm-hmm. Is because there's stuff we can talk about. So, thinking of stuff to talk about, I'm going to move on to the news. Right, so, we went to see Mario movie a while ago, when that came out in the cinema.
That already feels like 12 months ago.
That does. It feels like so long. But there's been an update. The DVD comes out the 24th this month. Mm-hmm. So we can easily pick that up and be like, let's watch it again.
Yeah, man.
I think, that would be like my third or fourth time watching it. Because it's like I went with you, and then I went with my brother, and then it was like, let's go see it again just for like the laughs.
Honestly, I truly believe if it wasn't for Jack Black, I wouldn't have cared for that at all. Even with like Charlie Day, it's like it wasn't much of Charlie Day in it, was it? He was playing a character.
From what people said, he only had about, like, in the entire film, he only had about like 15 minutes on screen compared to the rest of the characters. And apparently a lot of people loved his character because they're already talking about doing a Luigi's Mansion sort of like spin-off film. So that could be very interesting. But thinking on the Mario Kart and Mario, their new...
Spoilers,
Mario Kart. The Wave 5. So they've got a new wave coming out, which is actually out in...
I'm making changes to the podcast, by the way. I'm now going to vape while we're recording.
Oh my God. Crazy. The Wave 5 of Mario Kart comes out tomorrow. So if people are listening, it's the 12th. You know, whenever we decide to talk about this, it'll be the 12th of July. And after this wave, there's only one more left. Mm-hmm. And then the whole collection's complete.
Have you kept up to date with all of them? You've played every one?
Of course. I ended up buying the... What's it called? The...
Complete edition?
The pass thing that, like, every release, it, like, instantly downloads. So
you could have bought them individually if you didn't get them?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. But I was like, I'm doing that, and I brought... all of it. Yes. So we was like ages ago. It feels like ages ago. It probably wasn't that long. We was like, let's buy GTA 5.
Yeah.
And we brought it. What was it, like 50 quid or something? Or 40 or something?
It wasn't reduced.
It wasn't reduced. It was still like full price.
Yeah.
You didn't press start.
Thanks. I had a little stopwatch on my phone just to keep track of how long.
Just see how long it was doing. I was just looked down and I was like, it's not working. So we brought GTA 5 full price. We was like, let's try like the online mode and see what's going on. Because...
You didn't explain the full thing there, because what also happened was I'd bought the online edition or something, didn't I? I thought I'd purchased just the story mode.
No, the online comes with everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or is that two different things?
Let me finish where I was going. This is where it was. I bought the GTA thing assuming it was just the story mode. I had no idea that the Microsoft Store now has the story mode, the GTA 5 where it's a story mode, and the online version, and then you have the standalone online version. Mm-hmm. I got the story mode, thinking it was just a story mode. But then I was talking about playing it online together.
Yes.
And then I bought the online.
So you could just put the thing together.
I'd already got it. So I'd wasted fucking money on this online only edition when I already fucking had it.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well,
Microsoft Store's fucking fault for not being clear. Well, I don't know. My own idiotic. I'm too
no,
old. I don't fucking read anymore. I ain't got time.
Just kind of like,
If I want something, I buy it.
Just confirm. Just buy it. Well, so we was like, let's play GTA 5. You know, let's do this and that. And it's now come to the Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets even worse than me.
So it gets even worse that we've just spent like full price for these games, and then they've gone, by the way, you can pay it for free.
Which happens a lot to me. We've been doing we'll talk a bit more on it in a bit, but we had this list of movies we wanted to get through. Well, I'll explain why. But I've usually just been going onto the Amazon store and just buying it because it's a couple of quid usually to keep.
Yes.
A pound off if you just want to rent it. You know, another quid, and you can watch it whenever you want. That's fine. But I keep fucking finding them on Netflix when I'm assuming that it's not going to be on it. Because how shit is Netflix now?
Yes.
You know.
It's very rare I go onto Netflix.
I don't realise that something that you don't think would be on Disney Plus is.
Yeah.
Because you think of Disney Plus, you just think of the fucking princess movies. But no,
I mean, that's the only thing I watch on Disney.
You keep forgetting they've got everything there. They own everything.
Yes, they do. So yeah, that's a bit weird. Not weird, but horrible. Because we spent a lot of money on these games and films to find out they're free on somewhere
The moral of the
else.
story is look around.
Yes.
And wait.
Google it.
Yeah.
So, Spider-Man. You've never seen Spider-Man. Multiverse.
Yes.
Right. So, I read a thing the other day that, you know how there's like different versions where it goes into the Lego world and then like the black and white, and then he's going around to these different versions, the same as with like the store owner from Venom.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be an action figure section, right? So you'd actually see a guy's hands holding this figure, doing the movements and stuff as part of this alternative, like Universal Spider-Man, which I thought was a really cool concept, but I didn't add it.
That's a shame.
It is, because that would have been like so
Because what
fun.
I'm worried about, it's too meta. It's like, fucking, look at what I've already done.
Yeah.
No, nothing's too much anymore.
So I thought like that would have been a great feature. It's just like seeing all these different styles of Spider-Man, and then you just got somebody's hands like at the top of the screen coming down, like playing with this little figure.
Because I think with me, like, Marvel is the more childish one, I guess, when we're talking about superheroes and villain stuff, comic books. And at this point, I can't take anything seriously because of the whole multiverse thing. You know, if we want to try and do some dramatic storylines, that's fine. But at the end of the day, we all watch it and we all remember it. The scenes we enjoy are the funny ones.
Yes.
Are the memes. When Spider-Man is pointing at each other.
Oh, yeah.
You know. That's what we watch out for. And that's why we go and see them.
Yeah. All right, so the next thing, you remember PlayStation. I said that like PlayStation's not a thing anymore. You remember on PlayStation they brought out that game called Stray about the cat.
Yeah.
It's actually coming to Xbox in August.
What's it? PlayStation's fucked. All these exclusives they used to have, they're all coming over.
Yes.
I made the right move. I made the right choice when I did.
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely. So we went into the toy store the other day because I like to look at Pokemon cards and board games and, like the gaming toys that they have, like the Mario and the Sonics and all that.
I'm seriously debating battleships at the moment.
Yes, battleships would be fun actually. Just so you can do the Simpsons thing, like you sunk my battleship.
I don't remember. I'm an absolute Simpsons madhead. And I don't remember that scene.
They're playing bingo and like the old folks' home.
Oh shit!
And there was like, like
Jaspers,
and like B12, and he's like, "You sunk my battleship," and everybody laughs, and then like,
and he keeps doing
it. Yeah. Anyway, so throughout our years and our generation and growing up and stuff, Crash Bandicoot. This is one of the weirder things for me because it's like obviously when I was younger, like Crash Bandicoot like first come out, And like we've been playing that on like the PS1, PS2 and all that. It's only been recently that I've ever seen toys of Crash Bandicoot. They've now got like action figures and blind boxes.
I guess they always would have existed, just not on the front of the shelf in the main stores.
But it was weird because it's like, obviously I watched a lot of like cartoons, so I watched like the SpongeBob's and, you know, like Adventure Time, Amazing Mold of Gumball. So it's like Cartoon Network and Nicktoons and stuff. And it's like, I'm seeing adverts now for Crash Bandicoot toys. And I'm like, but that's like the first I've ever seen, like growing up, that there was like merchandise.
Makes me feel sad as well, because I imagine it's not a big money maker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm maybe a little too cynical on the matter, but I don't see kids playing stuff like that anymore.
No.
I suspect it's Roblox and Fortnite. That's it. Maybe a bit of Minecraft.
I mean, there is a new Crash Bandicoot game coming out, but it reminds me too much of Smash Bros. Because it's just a platforming fighting game that they've brought out. So I don't know. Is that more the way to go these days?
That's the play. I played the originals. The last time I did that was a few years ago.
When the remasters come out?
No. I played them. It was the originals. It was emulated on my laptop back in uni. And I had it with like a D-pad controller. Fuck me. It's one of the hardest games to exist control-wise. But obviously back then it was like, that's it. And you just got used to it and you got good at it. You try and go backwards to old controller formats now. It just feels impossible. Because we're just used to smooth movement and everything.
Yes. The same when you say it's like when you could easily buy the GTAs, like originals on like the PlayStation Store for like, the PS4, and you buy like a PS2 GTA, and it's like you have to use like the D-pad, and it's like the clunky movement and stuff. But it's like, but that's what made it like great, and that was like the advancements of the time.
So you know a little bit about game creation. I wanted to ask you this. You know, obviously, older games, everything's in like a grid, really, isn't it? Like the movement, the graphics, everything is a grid.
Yes.
It's blocks, and lots of blocks. The more blocks there are, makes it look smoother.
Yes.
Or move smoother, I imagine. So a D-pad, you're pressing right on the D-pad. You're obviously moving in like a grid.
Yes.
I imagine. So when you go to analog sticks, is it still the same? It's just a fuckload more ticks on a grid?
I believe so. See, now when I like design games, because obviously like my final major project thing was actually like a creation of a full working game. It's like I wanted to branch out and do more like console stuff and like virtual reality and all this to learn the more advancements of that. But because like the tutors were more like, we haven't really reached the stage where like, and we don't have a lot of time to teach you any of this, it's like I only got to use like keyboard and mouse. So all I know for working on that is D-pad sort of controls instead of just analog movement. So not too sure.
That was a long-winded way to say you don't know. Thank you for the backstory.
I was trying to like, you know, like...
At least you showed you working out.
Yes, you know, right. Math equations. Something for you, which I'm not sure if you're excited about. Futurama.
Yeah. I'm anxious.
Yes.
Because, it was a big part of my childhood. I could watch them all again a million times over.
And you can.
Same with the old Simpsons episodes.
Because they're on Disney.
Yeah.
So the revival is coming out on the 24th this month.
I'll be checking it out if it comes on something that I own. I'm not subscribing to anything else now.
It's coming to Hulu, but obviously that's like an American thing. So I'm hoping, since it's on Disney...
We can get Hulu.
But still...
It's a global thing.
Yeah, I know it's a global thing, but do you really want to be paying for more subscriptions?
Oh, no, that's like I just said.
Yeah. So, might come to Disney, might not. But that's about it. Like, I feel like we have for news. I wanted to keep that like short and sweet, like just little things that, you know, we could talk about. So, through our like 11 months, 10 months, 11 months since we last did this, there's been a few things that we've been doing like outside of this. So mainly like games. So I've done a lot of games because I'm still doing my streaming. So that's going my way.
Ashleigh Jane.
Ashleigh 2_ Jane.
I'm
gonna have to check.
Shit.
No, I don't. Although I do know I'm 2 away from 200. Yes. Yeah, Ashleigh 2_ Jane.
Mm-hmm. What are you playing at the moment?
So I'm playing Story of Seasons, which is Harvest Moon.
Mm-hmm.
It's an absolutely beautiful game. I love it. It's a little farming simulator thing, you know.
I think it's a nice little wind down after your longest series to date.
Yes.
And I don't think you're going to top it.
No. So I spent...
unless you do the Metal Gears or something.
So I spent 5 months playing Yakuza.
All the Final Fantasies. Yeah.
Back to front. Starting from 0 all the way to Like a Dragon.
I'm very proud of you because I suggested trying Yakuza 0 because that's the only Yakuza I've played. Yakuza 0, and I fell in love with it. But I didn't continue after that. Whereas you played 0, you obviously loved it enough.
I did.
I remember watching the first stream? Or maybe the one after when you first met Majima.
Yeah.
And I was like saying to you, are you fucking ready for this? Like, you're about to fall in love with this guy. It might take a few episodes, but you're going to fall in love with this guy.
Oh, God. That was the second episode because it's like I ended up stopping like after chapters. So it's like I did, obviously, because it's like you do 3 chapters with each character. So it's like the first 3 chapters with Kiryu, and then I think start chapter 4 is then you become Majima.
And that was the birth of, he's tall, isn't he?
I love that.
So Majima comes on screen. I think the shot begins with his shoes, doesn't it?
Yes, and then like it's like you like follow up his body, and then
it rises up to his face.
Yeah.
And then you see like an outer shot of him standing next to everyone else.
It's like, he's tall, ain't he?
And it's just the emotion in your voice is like concerning for me as your partner.
Oh, no.
I was like, calm down, actually, it's just a cartoon.
It was so fun.
It's a cartoon.
It was fun. So I played... So see, I did like Yakuza 0, and I was like, this is like a really great game. Like, I'm really enjoying this more than what I thought I would do. So then I was like, let's do 1. Like Kiwami 1. And then I was like, look at this like graphics, look at the imagery, look at like everything, the gameplay, the fight styles, you know, the whole like surroundings as you're walking through like Kamurocho and like the bright lights, the neon. And I was like, it's just how beautiful it looks as well as the story. I'll never forgive Nishiki though. Like, idiot. And then I went to Kiwami 2 and then like 3, 4, 5.
You've got to remember that the series is way more in your heart now than mine.
Oh, yes.
You've completely lost me in Nishiki.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I recognise the name, but...
Yeah. So I've been doing that. Like a Dragon, though, was my biggest, like, nervousness with it. Because I don't do turn-based.
Everything you fidget with, it picks everything up.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
I know you're nervous.
I can't help it. It's not that I'm nervous. It's just I need something to, like, fidget with.
I'll get you a Rubik's Cube.
Thank you. So yeah, so as I went on to Like a Dragon, bearing in mind I've played like 0 to 6, all with like one certain style of game. And then Like a Dragon is like turn-based. Mm-hmm. And that was my biggest like movement from different games.
Why don't you like turn-based?
I don't
Because you
know.
just straight up said you don't like them.
No, but I've never enjoyed the style because I prefer more like I can do things and it's like I have like control of like the things that I'm doing. Where turn-based, it's like I'm just clicking buttons and like that's it. But I prefer more like hands-on approach to stuff.
I guess I'm a little more forgiving because Final Fantasy X was one of my favourite games, and that was turn-based. It was kind of like Pokemon, where you run down the trails to get to where you're going, and then the screen goes and then fight music, and then you're taking in turns, taking
fights.
Yeah. So I'm a little more forgiving on it because I have a bit of a history with it.
Yeah.
And I guess He goes way back to Phantasy Star as well, older games. So I don't know. I think if you played more retro games, you're a little bit more forgiving to it.
Yeah. Well, like, as obviously as like we're growing up, it was more like we used to play like GTAs and like the racing games and stuff.
But Pokemon is one of my favourite games of all
I
time.
know. I was just thinking about that because you mentioned Pokemon, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait,
You can't get any more turn-based.
Pokemon's turn-based.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just, in that sort of sense of like what I've been playing. Yakuza was like the biggest like transformation in terms of like fight style genres. So very different and odd for me, but I still enjoyed it.
I think fair play to them
And I completed it.
I'd already done how many Yakuzas under the same
style
method, whatever. So yeah, I praise them for doing something different,
Yeah.
and they're doing another one now.
Yes, so you've got I still haven't played Ishin. You've got Gaiden, which is coming out November 9th, I think it is. And then you have Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth coming out early 2024. So that's going to be very interesting. And that's going to be on my pre-order list, maybe. Hopefully. Legend of Zelda. That came out not so long ago. And it was one of them where we've picked that up and it's like we've played it for like ages and then it's like we put it down because it's like, oh, let's do something else, and then we haven't touched it in days.
Yeah, I do like that.
It's a beautiful game though.
The latest Harry Potter. What is like brand new? There's more than that. I feel like a dick because I just said one thing. But trust me, there's a lot of like brand new fucking games that have came out. I've played it, absolutely loved it, but just stopped. You know.
Yes.
And I need to go back to everything. But Tears of the Kingdom, it's going to be game of the year.
Oh, definitely.
100%. Better than Breath of the Wild, in my opinion.
No, I think so too.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild was like an advancement for like handheld gaming, because obviously that was like one of the first games that come out with the Switch.
And I've seen nothing but praise for it off other game developers as well, because of what they're managing to achieve on the Switch console is confusing a lot of people.
Oh,
like,
yes.
How the fuck have you done this? How does it run this smooth?
But it's the same even with like the Nintendo company, because it's like Pokemon come out not that long before Tears of the Kingdom did, and it's like you're thinking a big open world Pokemon is what a lot of fans wanted throughout the years. They've brought this out and it's like, okay, it's good but not great. And then Tears of the Kingdom come out and it was like, look how fantastic and amazing every single little bit of detail is.
Yeah, I always admit the graphics aren't important to me.
No.
As long as the gameplay is good, I'll play a piece of if it looks like shit. Like Fallout New Vegas, Oblivion, that looked bad when they first came out, let alone today.
But the story was gripping.
The story and the gameplay is amazing. That's why they're amazing.
Yeah.
But I think it's shameful for what Game Freak's released in that condition, in that state. For the simple reason being, they could have done better. You know? Clearly they're not as talented, or they just don't care enough. Because Tears of the Kingdom, and it's probably really wrong to compare the two, you know. But fuck me, it shits all over it in terms of capabilities and you know.
Yeah. Okay, here's one which I think you have high opinions on. Redfall.
It's probably been done to death.
So we tried that because it was like, let's just give it a go.
I knew it was going to be a dumpster fire.
Again, the same with a lot of things that I say about like games or movies. It's like the idea was there, but it just wasn't very well executed.
It's just, I can't believe, like, after everything they've failed with and how many people have pissed off over the years, they're still doing the exact same fucking thing.
Yes.
And they apologise. It's like, they apologise for it. They keep apologising for stuff, but they keep fucking up. Wrapped up, it's a total piece of shit. It's boring. It runs like crap. Yeah.
Do you want to play it tonight?
And it's just an insult. I honestly think it's an insult. You know.
So one of the things that I've never played, but you
didn't share your opinion on it.
No, I completely agree with you in like all of that. The shows, I was like, yeah. A game a game series that I've never really touched, and then you was like, we need a new like 2-player thing, and I think Dead Rising has 2-player. So we was like, let's play Dead Rising.
Dead Rising 2.
Dead Rising 2. My first time ever playing a Dead Rising game, and my God, I'm enjoying it so much. And that's one of the games where we've brought, but we haven't gone back to yet, which I think we should, because I like drop kicking the zombies. I think that was like my funnest like time and moment.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, because it wasn't my favourite game as a kid, but I did play it a lot.
Yeah.
It was just one of them things. Yeah, it's just part of my childhood that I wanted you. I was surprised you never touched any.
No,
they were
never.
quite big, like.
It's like I knew of them when they come out and stuff, but it was just one of them like I never touched upon. I don't know if it was that whole like, oh God, zombies. Like I'm not really into this. Like,
it's not a scary game.
No,
at
it's
all.
not.
It's funny. You can go around wearing like a Lego head and some high
I
heels
know,
if
that's
you want.
great. Like my character on the cutscene.
Yeah, and
like,
it keeps it all in cutscenes. I love games that do that.
Because it's like my character at the moment has like one of them like, what's it called? The checkered like crop top things and
Flannel
like
thing.
Yes, like
it's like a
tie up like flannel shirt
to to emphasise the boobage.
Yes, and then like really short shorts, and then like what is it, like a hunting hat?
Yeah.
It's great.
It's like a raccoon skin hat.
Yeah, that's great. We've been doing a lot of Diablo 3 as well. I remember I used to play like Diablo, and then it wasn't until properly that we was like, let's play Diablo, and I've been really more like, ooh, I get into some Diablo.
It's strangely relaxing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take much engagement.
No.
You're just ploughing through the levels, killing things.
Yes.
Holding down one single button most of the time. And it's just...
And you keep getting more kills, because you've got a thing on that, like, as you step, it like electrocutes them before I can even touch them.
If I'm on the screen, I don't have to do anything else. I'll still kill them.
And I'm like, I'm trying to level up at the same time here.
You should have chosen a wizard. Yeah, I have to go through sections, not attacking anything, just so you can catch up.
Hey, no, because you started before me.
By Jesus Christ. By like how many levels? Like 5. That was it.
One thing that we keep going back to is Fallout. We do that a lot.
Fallout
don't
in
we?
Vegas.
No, 76.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things where it's like we don't touch it for a while, and then we have like a week or 2 weeks of like every day going to play Fallout.
It's so bizarre, my feelings towards it. I despise Bethesda for lots of reasons. 76 is a bad game. I completely stand by that. It's a bad game even now. I think it's still boring. It's still not enough. But I do keep going back because it's fun to play with someone you have a good time with.
Yes, definitely.
That's literally the only reason. And it's still in the world I absolutely love, the Fallout world. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you feeling about Starfield, the next biggest fuck up? Which I predict, I'm saying it right now, a lot of people are going to hate this. They're going to be disappointed, same as always.
I'm interested in it. I definitely am.
It's coming to the past, so I'll give it a go.
It is. It's coming to the past.
I want to be there from the beginning
I think...
to see how bad it is before they go, oh, fuck, sorry, another apology, and we'll patch it over the next 2 years.
I think I might stream it. I'll be honest. It's coming out in September.
Yeah.
I think I might stream that for a little bit. Although do I, because I know Cyberpunk DLC is coming out. I think September as well. So I've got that to do as well.
Similar vein, you've picked up No Man's Sky, one of my most other games of all time.
I did. And we had it wasn't a debate, but it was just like a big discussion on like No Man's Sky Starfield stuff, where you was going like, it's just taking a lot of the same stuff from No Man's Sky, where my argument was, if they spent 25 years working on this one game to do the advancements and the technologies and everything that they're doing to put into this, and then No Man's Sky come out, a lot of people are going to be going, you're just doing what No Man's Sky did, where in reality they've took 25 years to create this game for them to be like, oh shit, these have just brought a game out which is the exact same style that we're trying to do. So I can't really I can't really hate them for it, because it's like, if they've been spending this long on it, you know, it's like...
You're very susceptible.
Susceptible. Yeah, I can't say it now.
You fall into propaganda very easily, is what I'm trying to say.
No, but...
They've spent 25 years working on this game, right? This 25-year-long game, which is using the exact same engine that Fallout 4 was released on, the exact same user interface that Fallout 4 was used in. So they just spend 25 years working on Fallout 4 to then just go, oh, we'll just use it for Starfield as well.
No, but...
And that's not to say all the features, you know, when I compare it to No Man's Sky, yeah, you reckon they came up with those features 25 years ago?
No, I'm not.
And No Man's Sky just happened to have thought up as well?
No, I'm not saying that, but obviously...
Hello Games, by the way, shout out.
It's, you know, it's just one of those things
I'm a fan of
where
the work.
You can't just go, well, they did it first and like they did this and that, when it's like you can't help what comes out that is the exact same style, because you could say that about any genre of game. You could say like, oh, like Fortnite come out with their big, you know, battle royale mode, and then Call of Duty went, we've got a battle royale. It's kind of like, it's the same.
It's like Fortnite copying the format from King of the Hill. From
exactly. That's my
from,
point.
Armour 2. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you've got the exact same style of game out, but you can't really argue about the point of who's done it better and who's done what first. I can argue over the fuck I want. But you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You get what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're going to end off on that discussion.
But yeah, I stand by this. I assume I'm not the only one that's predicting this. It's going to be shit. And I can't wait to see your face when you admit that. That they fucked up yet again.
Okay. Well,
I hope I eat my words, but I won't.
We're going to end on that discussion because that's getting a little bit heated.
Yeah.
So the films, we've already talked about Spider-Man and Mario. I went to see John Wick 4 in the cinema when that came out.
I am getting a little silly now and stupid, but it's still like stupid fun.
Yes, I did enjoy that one section of the film though. It's like the top-down mode.
The overhead camera.
Yeah.
Through the apartment rooms when he's using like flammable rounds of the shotgun.
Yes.
That was a fucking amazing.
It was.
Beautiful piece of cinematography. Is that what
Yes. That was very fun.
Yeah, it's worth watching the movie just for that one fucking scene.
Yeah. They are out now actually.
Yeah.
They got the whole collection as well, £30 for the 4-film collection. So talking about films, we ended up buying, well, I brought you one Christmas a film scratch-off poster where it's like, once you watch the film, you scratch it off.
We have another one to do, actually.
We have another one
to scratch off, because we watched one of them last night.
Life of Brian.
Yeah. So the poster is 100 of the greatest films of all time.
Yes.
Which I'm sure is a lot of people could debate over what deserves to be in that list, but we're going off that list.
Yes.
So the rule is we are going to watch every single one of them.
Yes.
Simple as.
We've written them all out. We're going to pick out a hat.
Yeah.
And then whatever comes up, we watch it. Mm-hmm. And then scratch it off.
Mm-hmm. Which we've been doing without fail so far.
Yes. It's been good.
Except for Life of Brian. That was, we saw it on Amazon as we were just browsing.
Netflix.
We saw it on Netflix just browsing.
Yes.
It was like, no, we saw Holy Grail first, and he was like, isn't that on the list? Or was it Life of Brian?
Yes, and then you looked at the list and it was like, oh, Life of Brian. So it was like, let's just put that on, because if it's here, we might as well just sit and watch it. We might as well just do it, and then we can scratch it off later.
So what else have we been through at the moment?
Truman Show.
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Yes.
It's fucking amazing.
We watched that the other week.
There's quite a few in there which you've obviously already seen before.
Like Toy Story, Up, WALL-E, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future. What else was there? There was other stuff that we already watched. Your favourite films are on there. Pulp Fiction.
Go on.
And
There's three. There's three on there.
There's three.
Three of my all-time favourite films on there. You know them. I've told you many times.
I know, but I can't remember the names.
Another one by Quentin Tarantino. I'll tell you, it's like a play. It's like basically set in one room. It never leaves that room. Go on.
No.
Reservoir Dogs.
I would never remember.
And then the other one. Say hello to my little friend.
What is that one?
Scarface.
Okay.
So Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, and Scarface are all on the list, which made me incredibly happy.
Yes, I've never seen them.
And the posters cause us to be fans of, I've forgotten his name, director, Asteroid City, Isle of
Wes
Dogs.
Anderson.
Wes Anderson, yes. We're checking out all of his shit now because you already knew about Isle of Dogs.
Yes,
didn't you?
well, I went to cinema to see that one that come out.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying the shit. I can't wait to see Asteroid City.
Yeah, because we watched Grand Budapest Hotel a couple of weeks ago as well, wasn't it? I showed you Isle of Dogs. You've got, was it The French Dispatch?
Yeah.
We haven't seen that one.
That we can watch it any time.
Yeah. And then obviously Asteroid...
That's not on the list. I think only Grand Budapest is on.
Yes. And then Asteroid City that's just come out, which we have been trying to see it, but it's like the timings of the films just haven't lined up with anything. What else was coming out that you wanted to see?
The Oppenheimer film. I would like to see that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I like the whole, probably, I'm into the Fallout stuff. I'm into the Chernobyl stuff.
That was a good series.
I'm into war and history, so it's cool. Yeah.
That was a good series that we watched. Right, so we've done films, we've done games. Let's talk about like other stuff that we've been doing like recently. So a couple of months ago, was it a couple of months ago? When was it?
Is it important to the story?
I went to see wrestling.
We saw the wrestling.
We saw the wrestling.
It was in the closest city to our hometown. We saw the opportunity to. Oh no, we did book it quite a while ago.
We booked it quite a while ago, and then it was like.
So I'm nearly 30 years old. I love the wrestling, and I'm not embarrassed by it anymore. I was, but it's just. It's only been so recent. Much fun.
I mean, because obviously, like, me and my brother watch wrestling like a lot. Obviously, because we've got like Virgin TV that we can record like Monday nights and Friday nights and stuff, and we can watch them. We use a torrented website to watch the pay-per-views. Shh. Don't tell no one. Unless it's WrestleMania and we do actually pay for it through the Virgin website. But I was like, oh, have you been watching like wrestling? It wasn't until recently, like was it last year or something, that you was like, I used to love wrestling, and then next thing you know, it was like...
everyone did as a kid.
Yeah, and then it was like, let's go wrestling, and then you ended up just falling back in love with it.
And I just immediately bought the WWE app subscription.
Yeah. £10
I like going back now, because there's so many years I've missed.
Yes.
Because I never actually watched it as a kid. I liked it through the games I had, like SmackDown versus Raw, and... the original SmackDowns on PS1. We had them. My brother had them. So that's how I knew the wrestlers. But actually watching it, we never could, because I never had Sky, never had any of that. It's just normal TV. So the whole... It's weird to think of, like, the wrestlers I was used to when I got back into wrestling, like I said, a little over a year ago. It's like... everyone's fucking retired.
Yeah.
Everyone's old and dead. Their sons are now wrestling instead of them. And it's just, and it's taken a while to get to grips with who everyone is now.
Yes.
But I think we're now at a level of like...
we know people.
We're in the mix.
Yeah.
We're finger on the pulse. And we're hyped about what's happening next.
Yeah.
To be fair, it still is just the pay-per-views, really, we're watching.
Yeah.
We'd like to do like a quick little recap before the pay-per-view.
Because obviously for some reason with your like wrestling app, it's like you can't watch the SmackDown and Raws.
I don't want to shit on. Some of them might be out of their control.
It might be.
They have contracts with networks over there in the US. So yeah, you have to wait 30 days before you can watch the latest episode.
And then I'm like, oh, did you watch Monday Night Raw? And it's like, I watched the recap.
And that's the annoying thing. Like, I'm subscribed to it. I can watch all the pay-per-views and everything in history they've ever done. Every single Raw episode, every SmackDown episode, even the WCW days, ECW, all that. Ohio Valley Wrestling, everything. But you have access to what I want.
Yeah.
I've got all of that, but still not enough for me. Because you can watch the latest Raw and SmackDown bar going.
Yes. Yeah. But that's why I think like the app's good as well, because it's like for like us, it's like through like the Virgin TV, it's like we have to pay like 15 to 20 quid for a pay-per-view. You know, so it's like as much as we're getting the Monday night, it's like we don't get anything else from that. We just get...
It is a ridiculously good deal, because I think mine's...
It's £10 a month.
£10 a month. So that's already less than a pay-per-view per month. Because it's one pay-per-view per month, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'm paying a tenner per pay-per-view a month, as well as access to absolutely everything I've ever done.
Yeah.
So it's a
Which is why I think the app's good, but sometimes I think you're going like... We just get like Sky or Virgin just to watch Monday Night Raws, which we don't really watch live because... Obviously the time differences and everything. It starts at like 12 o'clock at night, and then it's on for like 3 hours. That's with adverts, you know. So half the time, it's like they do a talk segment, advert. They do one fight, advert, talk. Halfway in between the talk,
and the matches are like 2 to 3 minutes long.
And there's only like 2 or 3 matches a night. The rest of it is just talk, because you know the other night when they did the tribal chief. Courtroom thing.
Yeah, I don't know anything on it because again I can't see the latest stuff.
See, no, we ended up missing that. We missed to record it. We forgot to press the record on it, which is why we think we should be like, you know, set the series reminder. You know, it just automatically records it. And apparently there was only like 2 matches on that night because the tribal tweef. A tribal tweef. That was a lot for my brain to try and like say that was. The trial ended up running over and it ended up becoming 38 minutes long, and then they didn't have time to do a lot of the other stuff they wanted to. So yeah,
sometimes just a Raw talk and SmackDown Lowdown is better.
It's good because it just gives you the bits that
it's just like a highlight clip show, ain't it?
Yeah,
of interviews.
It's just like short, sweet, straight to the point.
How's your brain doing?
I don't know.
The connection between your brain and your mouth.
The thoughts and the words just aren't there. You know, it's like think before you speak, and it's like my brain's just going. It just don't work.
Think before you speak.
Yeah, exactly. We brought Fallout Monopoly.
Yeah, man.
Because it was like,
right there.
I know, because it was going. We need like more board games because we brought a lot of like little games and stuff like we could do like Uno and like a quick sketch thing where it's like you need to.
Yeah, there's all these things that you see in game, and I know you keep getting them and you keep asking if I'm interested in it. I don't really care about all these new things really. I like the classics.
Yeah. Which one was like let's kind of combine our love. Let's get Fallout Monopoly, and I won. Sorry.
Oh shit, yeah, you did.
I did.
Only because I totally forgot about the whole mortgage and houses thing. But yeah.
If you own like all of one street, it like doubles it.
So we didn't play the game properly, but the way we played.
You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't read.
Well, I'll give you it.
Thanks.
But we played chess and I kicked your ass at that. You'd never played chess before.
No, I have played chess before.
Oh.
I've played a lot of chess, but I don't know how to play chess.
That makes no sense.
Exactly.
How can you play a lot of chess but you don't know how to play chess?
Exactly. Every time I play it, I need to be reminded of...
Like, you just, like... Was he playing it like... Dungeons and Dragons? And you're like, army, go! Roll a 20.
No! No! Like... It's like obviously my dad, like, teaches me, like, how to do the chess. But it's like every time we go to play it, how to do the chess. But every time we go to play it, I need to be reminded of how to play chess.
And again, I sort of did a bad job of that because
there was a lot of stuff that was going on.
Yeah, I told you what each piece and what they can do. But I did forget a few things of like reminding you that some things can't go backwards and some can.
Yes.
Yeah, which I let you know much later into the game. So that probably would have helped. But we played drafts after.
We did.
And you beat me at that, which I was fuming about because I just played stupidly. Well,
not stupidly. It's just
all fun and games.
Yeah. You can do like multiple jumps if they're in a clear space that you can do multiple jumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's way less rules to it than chess, but I still somehow struggled.
That's okay. You've been doing any more music?
I have indeed. A lot more dancey stuff.
Oh.
And I'm going into cinematic stuff again.
Oh, that sounds fun.
The next PRS Madoobry is happening.
Oh.
Money-wise.
Is that soon?
It is. It's this month.
Hey, that's good.
So I know what I've got from it, but it'll be interesting to see again. Again, there's like a 12 months delay. What I'm being... there's no point hiding it. What I'm being paid for is what my music was on 12 months ago.
Okay.
That's how long it takes.
Yeah. Hey, that's still all right, though.
So I could mention a few things that my music's been on the last time.
Hey, that'd be
Again,
good.
this was like 12 months ago.
But still, it was on something.
If you want to go on and chat about something else while I log in.
I've been doing a lot more crochet recently. I ended up buying some chunky yarn and I made a big fat bee. It's adorable. I've kind of trying to incorporate two different things in one go, which is like dream catchers and embroidery hoops. So I've been like doing like crochet mandala stuff and put them in the hoop to make like dream catchery type stuff. Making food, still making food. I make a lot of food for some reason, crochet wise. It's great though, because I made your dog some like scrambled eggs on it.
Yes, eggs. With a squeaky thing.
With a squeaky thing in it. So they're like big giant eggs, and oh my god, the looks and stuff they gave me, it was beautiful.
Right, here we go. It's more repeats of what I've already been on really, but Curse of the Ancients.
Oh.
When Football Changed Forever, Italia 90. Car Pound Cops, Give Me My Car Back.
I saw that advertised.
Oh, my music's on it, dude.
Oh, sorry, I was running.
Kelsey Parker, Life After Tom. A fucking shit ton of Hollyoaks I'm still being paid for, which is nice.
Hey, that's good. Hollyoaks is good.
Gym Stars, still paying me. Still being used. A lot of it is like what you call it? You know, re-broadcasts.
Yes.
Stuff. But every time we get paid, that's nice. Dinner Dates, Love in the Flesh, Voices of the Dead, The Real Manhunt, The Night Stalker.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Rugby, The One Show for something. Interesting. Just to Impress, $1 Million Baby, Team Mom UK. Yeah, a shit ton. There's many pages. There's 66 pages.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Cool. So I might end off with I'm about watching a bit of anime recently, haven't we? Going back into that.
That already feels like a while ago.
It does. Been doing Attack on Titan. Been getting back into that, which I'm finding really fun. I quite enjoy that.
Oh, so back to music as well, because this is a game involved. I did try and submit to a competition.
Yes.
For a Cyberpunk
radio station.
The competition was submit a track. If you picked, it'll be on the DLC.
On the game, yes.
For the DLC, which you're going to play on.
Yes, it's pre-ordered, ready to go.
Well, you'll be pleased to know I didn't win.
Oh.
So you will not be hearing my music on it.
That's okay.
But, you know, I think I'm going to do a bit more of that.
Yeah.
Find some more competitions and things and, you know.
I think you should. The same what I do in my photos.
TV royalties are nice, but, you know, I've got plenty of stuff which is just sitting there collecting digital dust.
Yes.
So,
yes.
You know.
same what I do in my photos, you know. I upload mine to competition websites, and
you keep getting awards.
I do. I get merited.
Yeah, including one of me.
Yes.
Which I had a little thing of originally, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
It's like you didn't tell me you uploaded a photo of me.
And I was very apologetic. And then I was like, yeah, but the judges liked you.
And then But then I was expecting, it's honestly fine. It's fine. But let me know next time.
Sorry. We've been watching a bit of anime recently. We tried to get in.
Hentai.
No.
Anime.
Okay. We started watching off My Hero Academia, which I was quite enjoying that.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
And then we was like, what other animes? And it was like, let's do Attack on Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been kind of stuck more to Attack on Titan first.
I think it's better now because you've gone past 17 episodes of riding horses, I think. Hopefully.
Yes. No, but I'm quite enjoying that because I used to watch Attack on Titan on my own at home. You know, like the free version of Crunchyroll. And it's like adverts in between and stuff. And I was like, I don't care.
I used to torrent it. We were already past what I ever saw, though. So we're into new ground for me already. I
still know a little bit of this stuff. I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember glimpses of I've seen this bit. So, but I'm still really enjoying rewatching it all and getting that story back and stuff because it's coming up to the final soon of final ever episode, and I'm like, I just really want to watch it all. So I'm hoping we can continue that soon, and then we'll get back into My Hero.
I never really thought I've never crossed that line of being a full anime nerd. I don't think I ever will because I've seen a lot of stuff, but I've never been one to binge watch.
Obsess over it.
Yeah. Like Dragon Ball Z, never fucking seen anything on until we saw that movie.
Oh, that was fun.
That was amazing. The story in that we was going to see. I wanted to see. No, it's just a spontaneous cinema visit. Whilst it was. Yeah. It was. And it's going to be
Top Gun,
which I still haven't seen.
I'm sorry.
The latest one. And they had an argument over it.
It wasn't an argument.
A tiff. Whatever.
Making it sound like we're bad people.
And I was like, oh, fuck it. And I was like, two for Dragon Ball Z.
No, because we was asking questions first because the showing online wasn't showing that the Dragon Ball Z movie was out yet.
Yeah.
So we was like, when is it being shown? And the guy was like, oh, it's it's in a bit. So we was like, should we do it?
Yeah.
And it's 2-6 Dragon Ball. That was a great film.
I never cared about it, but then we watched it and I was like, this is fucking amazing.
I know.
I didn't need any... That's how you do a good film. Yeah, there's so much lore and background, how many thousands of episodes of it, but that didn't matter. I haven't seen any of them. I still enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
It was the way he was laid out. So, yeah.
It was great. Yeah, so I think the only anime I'm obsessive over is Attack on Titan because I really enjoy that. I mean, it's one of my favourites, in terms of animes. But I think that's going to bring it to our outro part. So
didn't we have we got the fun fact and
the quiz.
Yeah,
we made a quiz.
Yeah,
I don't think we did it last time, did we?
I can't remember now.
No, but it
was literally a year ago.
I know, I made us a quiz.
I've got insanely bad cramp.
Oh,
carry on, keep going.
It's because you need to hydrate. So fun facts. Do you want to do the fun facts?
You can do the fun facts.
I do the fun facts.
Shake it.
Oh.
Where'd the title card go?
Oh, it's underneath the pad.
Okay.
Oh God, it's a big one. Can I even pronounce any of this? I'm joking. The Hylian text on Phantom Ganon's sword in The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker translates to Zabora Gabora. Yeah, very... Try saying that 10 times fast. Zabora and Gabora are the names of the blacksmiths in Majora's Mask, suggesting they forged the sword and left their mark on it.
Ganon's sword. Bastards.
I know, right? Absolute idiots. Right, it's a quiz. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give you one.
Oh, you're giving me a
we're going to
quiz.
have one each.
One each?
Yeah.
One each, okay. No, because it's been so long, I writ all these out.
Pick out the one.
Oh, one for you. Like, I pick out for you and then you pick out for me.
Yeah, so you've picked that, so I'm going to ask you that.
Okay.
I'll pick that one out, so you're going to ask me that. God, that was difficult.
Yeah, so I writ all these out and I don't remember any of it now because of how long it's been, actually.
How very topical.
Okay.
Okay, which famous wrestler had a cameo appearance in Saints Row 4?
In that, is it Roddy Piper?
It is. I didn't even have to give you the suggestions.
Oh, sorry, that was suggested.
No, more impressive.
I mean, okay.
You didn't need the ABCD. Well done.
Okay, for you, how many rows of aliens appear in a wave of space invaders?
Shit.
There are suggestions.
Hang on, let me visualise it first. At least 6. So anything higher than 6. Let's have a look.
Do you want the suggestions?
Yes.
You have 5, 7, 8, or 10.
I reckon it's either 8 or 10. I'm going to go 8.
No.
What is it?
5.
Just 5?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what I've put.
Is that it?
Apparently so.
Feels way more intense than that, just 5.
Well, don't forget, it was like tiny screens back in them days when Space Invaders.
Yeah, but it's only like little pixel sprites, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
But yeah.
that one.
Okay.
Okay, my leg's in actual.
Okay. We're ending now. Don't worry. Okay. So yeah, this has been season 2, episode 2 of Expansion Pass podcast.
Thank you very much for this rambling.
Yes, I've enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I've loved coming back to it.
Yeah. Me too, very much so. Because it's like it's something that's close to us, and I know we go through all these experiences together, but we don't really reflect on them that much.
No.
Really. So yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure to have you. Welcome to thank you for coming to the studio with Mike.
Very
Which
well.
has had some updates recently, hasn't it?
Yes,
We're now
yeah.
on fancy new what would you call these? Storage boxes.
Stools.
Which doubled up as stools. Yeah.
Yes.
Genius invention.
Yes. It's been a
Wicked.
pleasure. Thank you. Until next time. See you later, alligator.
Ciao for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.